Alrighty then. That makes... I see. Huh. Haven't I...
I had an idea. One that required skill, subtlety, and finesse. Or at least the ability to hurl a billiard ball through an open doorway. Yoink!
Did you just touch the table?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Boop.
Oh! Ow! Who threw that?
Okay, we just hit somebody. We're gonna do a rematch.
Hello again, Captain Pemberley.
Welcome back, Captain McCallum.
I'd like a
rematch at English billiards.
Thinking you can beat what I hit before?
Yes.
Step right up.
I do think I can. I will show him exactly what for. Ha ha ha.
I don't believe it. I've never seen 14s before. You
And
must
now
have
you
arms
have.
like the coupling rods on a steam train.
A blessing and a curse, as I've discovered more than once to my own cost. But I don't like to boast. Does this mean I win the trophy?
I'm afraid it does, but you need to bring it back next Wednesday for the potluck. We'll have a rematch then.
Thank you for
With
the
my
trophy.
newfound title as club billiards champion, it was time to claim my trophy.
There we go. We now got a trophy.
It was the trophy I'd won at the captain's club. A gold-plated sphere of solid metal in the shape of a billiard ball.
Window box. Dry ice, maybe?
The dry ice clattered into the metal window box. I poured the contents of the bottle onto the dry ice, and immediately it started to evaporate, filling the area with mist.
So, let's fill up our bottle with fountain water.
I filled the bottle with water from the fountain.
Yes, we did.
Hello again, Felix.
Hello again, sir.
You don't have to be rude.
Felix, I'm the new billiards champion of the Captain's Club.
You beat Captain Pemberley.
I
Yep.
certainly did.
Oh, thank goodness. Maybe he'll have a rest from it for a little bit. We haven't been able to pry him away from that table for months. I've been hiding those billiard balls, one a week since August. The guy won't give it up. It's cost the club a fortune in billiard chalk.
I best be casting off.
Farewell, Captain.
God, you don't need to be so rude. I swear. Let's get a little bit more dry ice, because I'm just gonna get it, just in case we need it. We're probably going to need it. Oh, there we go, we got dry ice again.
Good evening, Captain Moot.
If you say so.
I'm the club's new champion billiards player.
Did you beat old Pemberley?
Yes, I
Beginner's
did.
luck, I suppose.
Ha! Looks like all those days at the bays haven't paid off, Gifford. Boy, you'll have to have a party to celebrate.
Sure, Moot. Just make sure to get an invitation so you don't have to crash the party. We all know how much you enjoy crashing things.
I better be off.
So long.
Hello again, Captain Pemberley.
Welcome back, Captain McCallum.
Don't tell anyone I told you this, but the maitre d' has been hiding the billiard balls. That's why you don't have enough to play a full game.
Felix has been purloining my balls?
Every week for 3 months.
Well, I feel tremendously violated.
You
I shall be writing a letter of complaint to the club secretary. A man's balls are sacred.
Billiard balls?
Absolutely.
I best be running along. Enjoy your evening.
Farewell, Captain McCallum.
The dry ice clattered into the metal window box. I poured the contents of the bottle onto the dry ice. I flicked the switch, turning off the ceiling fans, and watched as the mist outside stopped being blown into the night air and instead began to fall into the club.
Waiter!
Yeah, well, I'm not a waiter.
I told you, I don't work here.
Yes.
Do you know how to work a lock at least?
Sure I do.
Right. Well, the fog's coming in, and someone needs to switch on the lighthouse light. I would do it
Oh, do
myself,
we?
but that fort's danker than the inside of a sailor's trousers. Use this key to unlock the gate, then turn on the light with the switch on the ramparts. Think you can handle that?
I think
I'm
so.
on it.
I think I absolutely can. Hey, kleptomaniac, fill up your
It was
inventory.
the old rusty key I'd gotten from the lighthouse keeper. It opened the gate into Fort de l'Amour.
Aha, we can now actually do something with the fort. Properly this time. So, let's open this up. So,
It was the gunpowder barrel the cat had knocked over, now spilling out its contents onto the cold stone floor.
now we can actually go up the
From the
stairs.
fort ramparts, I had an unobstructed view across the entire southeastern coast of the island. Cliffs and crags, waves and water, and an endless horizon.
There's a wheel, there's a ramrod, cannon. Itchy.
The lighthouse light was off.
I see that.
The cannon looked like it might still work. If it did, I knew from that evening's previous experience with firearms that 5 steps were required. Gunpowder, shot, ramrod, aim, fire.
Okay. Well, let's interact with the switch. The light's on. Aha. Ooh. God, I love lighthouses. But we do have to aim the light directly in a specific spot. Not there, but there. Towards the church. We do have gunpowder.
I poured the gunpowder into the cannon.
We'll use the billiards trophy.
I loaded the billiards trophy into the cannon.
Which is
spherical and solid
big
metal.
enough.
It was the perfect improvised cannonball.
And then the ramrod.
I
On the
packed in the
cannon.
gunpowder and makeshift cannonball. Now there were just 2 steps remaining. Aim and fire. Whoa!
Oh, you just okay. Now we can use the cannon.
The cannon looked like it might still work. If it did,
how exactly do we,
I was only going to be able to fire this cannon once, and I needed to make sure it was aimed right. The rocky coastline all looked the same. I needed a way to make a target.
Need a way to make a target. Okay, maybe we actually come back here because I have no way of actually... So I've set it all up, but the light is now aiming
The
towards
lighthouse
the church,
light was pointed towards the church.
which I think is exactly what we need, if I remember rightly. So, St. Juniper's Church. Yep, okay. That's exactly what we need.
Walking into the church, I was presented with the sight of the stained glass window illuminated beautifully by the lighthouse beam.
Yep.
They lined up perfectly. With the lighthouse light illuminating the window, I could now make out the colors of the stained glass.
So...
The crucifix slid smoothly into the indentation, like the final piece in a jigsaw puzzle.
Oh, we got a puzzle.
The text read, "In the light find the cross, for it shall bring you safe passage."
Orange button, blue button, red button, and dark blue button. So I think I know. So...
Pressing the button, I noticed something had changed in the stained glass window. Whatever mechanical process it used was a mystery to me, but pressing the button caused the panes of glass to tilt ever so slightly, so that the white light from the fort was split into 4 different colors that seemed to dance around the window.
Okay, so I think I have an idea of how exactly we accomplish this. So you go down there. So we gotta get you there. Get you there. So... that. Move you. So, I think it's like this. There we go.
As soon as the plates in the stained glass window clicked into place, forming a translucent cross at the center, I heard a rumble behind me. The sound of antique machinery somewhere beneath the stone floor.
There we go. Oh. That didn't seem great.
If the statue held any secrets, I couldn't decipher them.
Let's head down to the passageway. Oh, there he was.
The uneven stone staircase descended beneath the church into a dark, narrow tunnel.
Spooky.
I considered taking one of the skulls, but each seemed firmly immovable and really creepy.
Yeah, I'm assuming you say the same thing here.
I considered and
Yeah.
really.
Okay, so you say the same
The passageway
thing
twisted far away from the church, finally emerging in a round room lit only by a pale shaft of moonlight filtering through a narrow hole above. Tombs surrounded me in solemn silence. I had found the sanctuary crypt.
Aha!
As I stepped across the stone threshold of the crypt, it struck me that I was the first person to do so in decades. Footsteps that
There we
Yardley never
go.
had the chance to make.
Let's head back in. Cause... Ooh.
I couldn't reach the chandelier.
Yeah, definitely not from here. There's a brick wall here that we can interact with.
The brickwork was crumbling, and although I couldn't dislodge it with my bare hands, I could tell
Wait.
it wouldn't take much force to break through.
This is where Yardley was. Shovel?
I needed to know what was on the other side of that wall, and this was a situation that called for some straightforward destruction.
Yep. We know exactly what's on the other side. It's Yardley. Oh wow, this is taking a while. And there he is.
I examined the skeleton for clues, but only his key seemed of any value.
I'm so sorry what happened to you.
You're free now, Yardley. He can't keep you imprisoned anymore.
No.
So
Rackham.
you are the mortal who is trying to find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor before me.
Yes, I
Rackham.
am.
You know who I am. Surely you must also know that you have started down a foolish path. It will only end in your death, Murphy McCallan.
I know all about your plan, Rackham.
My plan will succeed with or without your interference.
I won't let it succeed.
I'm afraid you're making a terrible mistake, McCallan. For your own sake, I suggest you leave this island for good.
Never.
No,
Whether
I
you
don't
like
think
it or
so.
not, I'm part of this story now, too.
Don't let it be said I didn't warn you. If you're so interested in being friends with the dead, perhaps it's time you joined them. Just as Yardley Belmore was entombed alive, so shall you be.
What? What are you gonna do? Oh.
Rackham's spell had transported me somewhere I couldn't immediately place. I was lying down, my arms pinned to the side of me, my hands only able to feel the grain of the wooden boards to the sides and above and below me. And then I heard the noise.
Dear.
Something thudding on the boards above me. That's when I realized I was being buried alive.
Oh God. Where?
I fumbled in my pockets and took out the screw jack, bracing it between the floor and the lid. With each crank, the pressure grew and grew, until finally...
Edgar, you're burying me alive here.
Hey! Could you get me out of here?
Murphy? What are
Yes.
you doing down there?
Trying to not be down here.
I'll go fetch a ladder. Don't go anywhere.
Where
do you
can
think I could
Where
go?
can I go? I can't go anywhere.
Before I'd even reached the top of the ladder, Edgar had fled to the safety of his shack, far away from the grave where he'd inadvertently tried to bury me.
Oh God.
But one good thing had come out of it. Now I had Yardley's key.
The actor's key. Find Yardley's keys.
It was Yardley's key to the Belmore Manor vault.
That's 1 out of 3 keys down. Jesus Christ, Rackham. Barely got to talk with you, and you just bury me alive. Or put me in a grave. Oh. Let me think. So
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
hello.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
What do you
I'd
think
like
of
to
the
charter
treasure
your
map?
ferry, please. I have a map here to... Huh? What's that?
Shh, shh, quiet. The show's starting.
What's up?
Signore, signori, ladies and gentlemen, the magic and mystery of the theater comes together with the artistry of the craftsman. I was going to say that. You're interrupting me. You started it. This is very unprofessional. To present to you the fantastical battle between good and evil, a struggle between right and wrong. I just said that. The timeless tale of Pulcinella. I was
Puccinella.
supposed to announce the title.
Oh.
Perhaps it was the piratical air that brought to mind the mimicry skills of a parrot. If Squawkin' Hawkins could do it, maybe I could give it a try.
You're speaking over my lines. I'm not speaking over your lines. You're adding in lines that weren't in the
I
script.
see.
Remembering my childhood days, I wrapped the tissue paper around the comb to form a rudimentary kazoo.
Oh, this is funny. We're causing issues.
Don't you credo. That was my moment. Your moment. We agreed in rehearsals that this scene would be about me. Because I did no such thing. You did it again! You always told me you'd try to upstage me. But Mama told you that. She always told me I should go solo.
Oh, yikes.
Right, that's it. I quit. You quit. I quit first. You'll never work in this town again.
Oh,
Work in this
God.
town again. We only arrived this morning.
Oh.
You sabotaged the show.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
I'm sorry, I was just...
That was hilarious.
It was funny.
I liked it when the puppets fight. I love it when it's the puppeteers.
Glad you enjoyed the show.
Could I borrow those instruments you used? If they come back,
Absolutely.
I'd like to direct the encore.
Sure, I doubt I'll have much more use for them.
Here you go. You can take them. I won't need them anymore.
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
What was that puppet show you were watching?
A bastardization of the Commedia dell'arte. You know, I don't even think they're Italian. Shave the moustaches off, and they look exactly like two guys I saw down at the Absinthe Bar a few weeks ago.
Do you think they're really locals?
Worse than that, I think they're Floridians.
Does anyone else perform here?
On the Plaza del Pez? Oh, sure. We're plagued by performers. Last week, some guy painted himself silver, shoved a steel rod up his sleeve, then stood there pretending he could float on air.
Sounds magical.
It wasn't magical when Mrs. Grotke took a tumble and tried to steady herself on him. Knocked the guy right into the bay. He might have been able to float on air, but he sure couldn't float on water.
Are you not a fan of the theater?
Quite the contrary. I dreamed of one day treading the boards, basking in the limelight.
What would your act have been?
Hypnosis. Ever since I was a boy, I would practice for hours, honing my hypnotic stare.
Were you any good at it?
I don't know. I never tried it out other than in the mirror. But anytime I hear a bell ring, I do start clucking like a chicken.
Have you ever auditioned for the local theater?
At the Calliope? No. can't say that I have. I always felt that the innate connection between the performer and the audience was disrupted by the proscenium arch. An actor should get out among the spectators. It's simultaneously a symbol and a reflection of the society they find themselves in. A commentary on the bourgeoisie that belongs within the everyday experience, not locked away behind an entry fee.
And you think that can come across in street theater?
Of course. Unless you're a mime, and you just look silly.
I'll
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
But I do want to show you this map.
Is your ferry available for hire?
Sure. Give me a map of where you want to go, and I'll see if I can get you there. I'm the best ferryman this side of the Gulf. From Baton Rouge to the Bermuda Rectangle. I'm your man.
I thought it was called the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, sure it is now. Ever since one of its sides mysteriously disappeared.
Could you take me to Crossbone Cove?
Well, look at that. That's quite the dangerous destination. Do you know how many boats have crashed against the rocks along that coast?
No.
Does that mean we can't go?
Oh, sure we can. But it'll cost you.
How much?
Boat charter, insurance, perilous route supplement, double pay at this time of night. It's going to cost you at least $50.
$50.
$50?
Plus tax. Let's call it $75.
75?
75?
But listen, I'll give you private hire of the ferry for the rest of the night.
I don't have that much.
No problem. Just get back to me when you do. As I say it, you've got no other choice. Ain't no other ferry around at this time of night.
The only person who I can think of that could possibly give us the money is Muffy. Muffy, you still here? Yes, you are. Let me show him the treasure map.
Did you say you were looking for a more secluded beach?
Exactly. This is what I brought up earlier in the video.
Look at this. Further along the coast is a bay called Crossbone Cove.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Crossbone Cove. That does sound very bony. How do we get there?
There's a ferryman in town named Crab McCready who can take us to Crossbone Cove. We just need $75 to cover the charter fee.
Oh, absolutely. I can spare some of my allowance.
Oh.
Let me write you a check.
Okay, well, now he's holding the map again. Okay. I don't know if that was a glitch or what. $75.
It was a signed check I'd been given by Muffy Carlyle, the fossil hunter, to charter a ferry to Crossbone Cove. It was a signed check.
Well, now we got the check. Thank you for
That
that.
should cover it.
I'll go charter it at once.
Yes, we shall. So, check on Crab McCready. Here you go.
Will this cover the ferry payment?
Oh, I didn't think you'd get that much. Sure it will. Who's this Carlyle guy?
Oh, he's coming too. He's funding the trip.
Well, he gets a promotional flag too.
Gee, thanks.
Consider this ferry chartered. Thank you for placing your trust in the Crab McCready Ferry Company, despite all the
Thank
reviews.
you for
now,
for
once your
this
compatriot is
trip.
here, we can cast off. Pin that map up inside the cabin, will you? It'll be a tricky voyage to Crossbone Cove. I haven't sunk yet. This month.
So we were off,
Yes.
captained by a man whose body composition had more alcohol in it than a bottle of vodka. And yet he navigated like a seasoned dancer, pirouetting through the treacherous currents with a drunken grace, all the while sipping from a flask that smelled stronger than window cleaner. Crab, I can't complain about your captaincy skills, but I've got to ask, how did you get through those treacherous rocks with so much alcohol in your bloodstream?
Murphy, if I didn't have the alcohol in my bloodstream, I wouldn't be going anywhere near those rocks in the first place.
Fair.
Looking back out to the narrow inlet across the waves, I could see Fort de la Moor, with its ramparts of antique cannons and lighthouse-top tower. Currently, it was shining away from Crossbone Cove.
Okay. I'm assuming we're gonna have to
didn't
shine
want to
it.
go paddling.
I'm assuming we're gonna have to shine it over here at some point. We'll get some of the tidal water. Let's look at the rock pile here, because that caught my attention.
I didn't want to disturb the rock pile. I might have made it collapse.
That's fair. How do you feel, Muffy, about being here?
Hello again, Muffy.
Hello, Murphy.
Any luck finding those fossils?
Nothing. I'm beginning to think this island doesn't have any fossils.
Have you found anything at all?
Only these.
What have you... Gemstone...
Oh my goodness, Muffy!
Oh!
Those are gemstones! Rubies, emeralds, sapphires? This might be genuine pirate treasure.
But they're not fossils, are they? They're nothing more than baubles. They're not the figurative footsteps of ancient behemoths, the skeletal remains of the kings of the prehistoric world. I'll have you know, I'm not conducting this exploration for financial gain, but for the love of dinosaurs. Here, you seem rather entranced by them. You can have them.
Gosh, thank you, Muffy. What do you think of Crossbone Cove, Muffy?
I feel like a real explorer out here. Such daring and tranquil isolation. Inaccessible. Miles from civilization.
It's nice to get away from it all, isn't it?
Just the place to
It
build a
definitely
summer
is.
retreat, I'd say. A manor on the cliffside, a pier for the yacht, connect up a road for Rufus, my driver, a few cottages for the staff. Then I'd be able to enjoy the isolation properly.
You haven't seen a cave around here, have you?
I'm afraid not. Why? Have you lost one?
It appears so.
Well, don't give up. Things are always in the last place you look.
Good luck with the fossil hunting.
I'm close. I can feel it.
There's a rowboat here.
The rowboat had no oars, and more importantly, no structural integrity. It wasn't going anywhere.
No, definitely not.
At the far end of Crossbone Cove, all I came across was a wall of rocks and boulders. It seemed the cave I was after had gone missing.
But that's where the cave would be.
With use of the ferry for the rest of the night...
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to do that.
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
Isn't there supposed to be a cave here?
Looks like there's been a rock slide. Not unusual on this side of the island. The Caribbean hurricanes hit these coves with full force.
Do you think there's a way into the cave?
That has to be 200 tons of solid rock. The only way you're going to get through there is by blowing a hole in it. And I'm afraid the Creaky Crab 2 here is too small for artillery.
Blow a hole, you say?
Do you think there are any fossils on this beach?
Bones? Here? Nah, I don't think so. You see, most of the rock is igneous. It doesn't have the right sedimentary process and stratigraphic considerations. You need to have a thorough understanding of geologic timescales and the depositional environments present in a particular era to fully grasp why fossils wouldn't be found in rock formations like these.
I didn't expect you to know so much about geology.
Yeah, I didn't
Most
expect
people
that.
don't. Skills like that, you keep close to your chest. Never know when they'll come in useful.
That's fair.
What do you think of Muffy persisting in his search?
Well, everybody needs a hobby, right? I collect rubber ducks.
You continue to surprise me, Crab.
Very much so.
What's that tower of rocks across the beach?
Ah, there's a cairn. Probably built centuries ago.
Oh, yeah.
What was
oh,
it
yeah,
used
it
for?
is a cairn.
The cairns were used by pirates as markers. You see, with all these coves and caves along the coastline, it'd be easy to lose track of which one held the booty. So they'd stack up the rocks and put something reflective on top, like a shard of metal from a broken cutlass or a handheld mirror. Then, as they'd sail the coast, they'd shine their lanterns across the beaches, and if they saw something reflect back, they knew that's where they'd hidden the stolen loot.
Do you think the cove still has treasure?
I don't think so. What's the point of hiding gold and jewels if you don't come back to collect and spend them?
So pirates used to use this beach to stow hidden treasure?
I heard this one was used by Captain Crumb.
He's related to Jasper Crumb, the jeweler, isn't he?
Hard to believe, isn't it? One of the most vicious pirates to sail these seas. Until he got the wind knocked out of his sails. How a bloodline can go from a man who would cut through a dozen men for just a single doubloon to a man who came off worse in a fight with a budgie is beyond me.
What knocked the wind out of Captain Crumb's sails?
Some say it was a ghost ship. Personally, I think he must have had a midlife crisis. Tried to find something more fulfilling, like crochet or watercolour painting. All that swashbuckling would wear anyone out.
I'd like to head back to Dead Nettle, please.
I'll stay here. Come back to me later. I'm not leaving until I find a fossil.
Alrighty
That
then.
guy's elevator doesn't go all the way to the top floor now, does it?
I don't think
Up
so.
aboard, Murphy.
So I'm assuming we have to head back to the fort now. So I will say this video is going to be a long one. This has turned out to be a long one. So I hope all of you don't mind that fact. Because I'm really enjoying this game. I kind of don't want to stop yet. So now it is shining on Crossbone Cove.
The lighthouse light was shining along the rocky coastline.
Yeah, which is exactly what we need. But let's head to the jeweler's. We can give the gemstones to
Welcome
him.
back.
Do you want these gemstones?
I've got something to sell that I think you'll be very interested in.
Wonderful. What is it you're selling?
Gemstones.
These are genuine pirate gems. They were discovered at the treacherously inaccessible Crossbone Cove, where they must have laid undisturbed for 2 centuries. Just imagine their history. Fierce ship battles, sword fights, X marks the spot. They must be priceless.
That's a very exciting story, Murphy. But I'm afraid what we have here is glass.
Oh.
Glass.
Yes, sea glass. Bits of bottle or a broken lantern, perhaps. They fall into the sea, then get smashed up into little pieces by the rocks. The tide wears them down until you end up with pretty little polished pieces like this.
Does that mean you're not going to buy them off me?
I'm afraid not. But they are pretty. I'll tell you what I'll do. Have a look and see if there's something you'd like to trade them for. Does that sound like a deal?
Sounds like the best deal I'm going to get.
Sounds good.
Could I trade the sea glass for one of these fossils?
Certainly. I think that's within your price range. Which would you like?
The swirly one at the front would be great. Thank you.
God, I love that. I'm admiring everything about this game.
Pleasure doing business with you.
So now,
It was the ammonite fossil that I traded
Yep,
sea glass for
ammonite.
at the jeweler's.
so now we can head back
Returning to Crossbone
Crossbone
Cove,
Cove.
I discovered the lighthouse at Fort de la Moor was now illuminating the inside of the cove.
which I got an idea.
As I placed the polished brooch on the cairn, it caught the light of the lighthouse beam and reflected it back fantastically, like a signal mirror.
Also, let's give Muffy the fossil.
Muffy, look what I just found!
It's a fossil.
Is that what I think it is? A dinosaur fossil. A memento of the behemoths. A shadow of a bygone age. My very own dinosaur.
That's an ammonite, that is.
Really not helping here, Crab.
Just saying.
And it was right here where you were searching. You were right after all.
I was right. I'm a real-life paleontologist. This is show, Papa.
Crab, we're heading back to Dead Nettle. Muffy found what he was looking for.
Glad to hear it. Step aboard. Where did your friend run off to so fast?
I have no idea. I think we made a childhood dream come true tonight.
I am so overwhelmed, I might spew right across the deck.
You're not impressed. You're not amused. But now we can actually use the cannon. So, matchbook.
With the brooch at Crossbone Cove reflecting light back
And
from the
right
lighthouse,
there.
I knew exactly where to aim. I took a match out of the matchbook and lit the cannon's fuse. I felt like a pirate captain about to unleash a broadside barrage. Ready the cannons, you scurvy scallywags! Pull the ship to port, down with the mainsail! Buckle your swash and fire!
Buckle your swash and fire.
That looks like it might have worked.
Possibly. Let's head back to Crossbone Cove to see if it did.
Well, blow me down. What's happened here?
The cairn!
You do this, Murphy.
I needed to find a way in.
Well, Aladdin, I think you found your magic cave.
Right there.
The cannon fire had worked. The boulders that had fallen in the rock slide were now rubble strewn across the beach, revealing what I'd been searching for. A dark cave winding into the cliffside.
Exactly what we were looking for.
A ghostly glow flickered from the far end of the cave as I slipped on the seaweed-covered rocks trying to reach it. I began to fear the worst. But as I emerged in the subterranean chamber, I discovered it was actually the otherworldly glow of plankton.
Oh, this is cool.
I didn't know if my mind was playing tricks on me, but the rock formations in the cave began to look like a skull and crossbones. So that's why they call it that.
Yep.
I wasn't going to be able to pick up the algae with my bare hands.
But we can with a bottle.
I emptied the bottle, then filled it with the glowing water.
Which we got a bowl of algae water.
The thought of touching the skeleton sent a shiver down my spine.
Oh. Xavier.
I found you, Xavier. Your final expedition won't have been in vain.
Rackham again.
I grow
Hello.
weary of your inability to heed my warning, Murphy McCallum. No good shall come from you pursuing this.
What you've done to Abigail Belmore cannot be allowed to continue.
Abigail Belmore is dead, as will you be, if you continue this pathetic charade.
She deserves to be free, just like all the ghosts of the manor.
You haven't learnt, have you, McCallan? Everything you've done so far has just made the situation worse. Now is the time to back out.
I'll never do that, Rackham.
No.
Finding the treasure is more important to me now than it's ever been.
Then I hope it's a cause you're willing to die for.
Oh god, here we go again, I think.
Just as Belmore drowned in the rising tide of this cave, so shall you.
When Rackham's earthquake finally stopped, I realized the route I'd followed into the cave was blocked. Tons of impenetrable rock and rubble now stood between me and the outside world. I
Damn.
was trapped. The only source of light was the glowing algae in the water, but even that dimmed to darkness when it went undisturbed in the quiet cave. At any point, the cave could fill up with seawater, drowning me just as it had Xavier. I needed to find a way out. As I stood still, I noticed the algae beginning to dim. I'd read that its glow was triggered by vibrations, and without my footsteps, it was getting darker. As the darkness dimmed in the cave, I began to make out a faint luminescence in the form of a whirlpool. Some turbulence beneath the water was making the algae glow, and I hoped it might be an underwater tunnel. That might have been my only way out. That might have... That might have been my only way out, but swimming through...
So that seems to be the way to go.
The lights below the water didn't offer much chance of escape, but at least it was better than waiting to drown in the cave. Using the bottle of algae as an underwater lantern, I waded into the water, then dived down below the surface.
Oh boy. Our clothes are wet. And all the stuff that we're carrying.
The underwater tunnels felt like a maze. I pulled myself past jagged rocks and twisting passages, with only the ethereal blue glow of the algae to light my way. Until finally, with only seconds of air left in my lungs, I reached the surface.
Oh, God.
Murphy, what are you doing over there? It's dangerous to swim out here, you know. You could get washed into a sea cave or something.
Thanks for the advice, Crab. I'll make a note of that. Green from the seawater I'd swallowed, I could at least say I'd survived being drowned. And now I had Xavier's key.
Now we have two of the keys, the Explorer's key.
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
I'd like to head back to
I'd
Dead
like to
Nettle.
head back to Dead Nettle, please.
Hop aboard, Murphy.
Ooh, okay, I don't think we're going back to Crossbone Cove anytime soon. So, hello again, Rupert.
Hello, Rupert.
Hello again, Murphy. Have you
Hello.
given any more thought to my offer?
You mean the offer to poison me?
Well, you needn't put such a negative spin on it. Personally, I think death's just got a bad rap.
I suppose if the Grim Reaper showed up in a glittery tuxedo jacket instead of a hooded cloak, we'd all be much more on board with it.
Exactly.
Probably.
We all have misconceptions about the afterlife. I used to think we were reincarnated. But the fact that I have the same neck wrinkles and big belly, just now translucent blue, has certainly put the lid on that theory.
Why did you believe in reincarnation?
Well, it was more for the social aspect, really. We used to have monthly past life parties. There's something to do at the weekend, you know. You dress up as the person you used to be, until the venue asked us not to come back.
What happened?
It was a disaster waiting to happen, to be honest. By the last one, we had 3 different members claiming to be Napoleon. And they decided the best way to figure out who was genuine was by seeing who would be the first to reconquer Western Europe. We had one person claiming to be Ebenezer Scrooge, despite the stumbling block of his being a fictional character. The final straw was that we had one Julius Caesar and one Brutus. They got in a fist fight outside the venue when Julius tried to jab Brutus with a French loaf from Bon Ton Bakery, shouting, "Baguette too, Brute!" He said afterwards he was just trying to even things up.
Who did you think you were reincarnated from?
Anne Boleyn's my best guess. She had green sleeves, didn't she? And I often have such a splitting headache that a whole beheading thing might come as a relief. How about you, Murphy? You think you had a past life?
If so, I can't imagine what I did to deserve the life I've got now. Can I attend one of your past life parties?
If we get them up and running again, I don't see why not. You need to pay the membership fee, though. $50 per person. I know, I thought it was expensive when I joined up too. But it's worth the gamble. You only live once, don't you?
Yeah.
Did you say Rackham took an interest in the poison garden?
That's right. Asking me all sorts of questions.
What did he want to know?
He was asking which ones could drug a person. Ended up rather captivated by the indigo ivy.
What happens if it's used as a drug?
Just a few leaves in a cup of tea would have you paralyzed for hours. There are no ill effects once you come back round, though. Of all the plants here, it's probably one of the benign ones.
Unless you're bricked up alive before it's worn off. Do you have any indigo ivy left?
I don't. It was all missing the morning after Rackham asked about it.
Well, no time to stop and smell the roses. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Murphy.
I wondered what I could do with the coin-sized indentation in the statue's hand.
Well, we do have a
Following
coin.
the inscription on the coin and realizing that the metallic statue depicted an Indian prince, I took a close look at the statue's palm. For the first time, I noticed a slight circular indentation, about the size of a coin. I placed the coin into the statue's hand. It fit the indentation exactly into the palm of a prince. No sooner had I done it than I heard sparks and hums coming from inside the statue.
Oh.
That's when I realized it wasn't a statue
It's an
at all.
automaton.
It was an automaton. A robotic figure made to move with cogs, wires, and electrical pulses. It seemed to be fighting to move, but then, nothing.
Well, blow me over with a dandelion. I didn't expect anyone to get that working again.
It's not doing much.
Joints will be frozen, I should think. No wonder after all these years. Another job for me to do, and a dangerous one at that. Who knows how many volts Master Cecil ran through that thing to get it moving.
You just made me think.
Using the flag soaked in grease, I began to oil the automaton's joints. I placed the coin back in the automaton's hand and watched.
Ooh.
The cap of the scroll case opened and revealed something inside.
A piece of
Well,
paper.
there's life in the old thing yet. Gives us all hope, doesn't it?
I guess.
I picked up the piece of paper that had fallen from the statue. Unrolling it, I discovered it was a death certificate, all
Oh.
filled in except for one key piece of information. The name was missing. It was certainly a clue, but who did it belong to? It was a death certificate, but the name had been left blank.
Oh. Okay.
As I returned to the docks, I realized that Dead Nettle's usual smell of sea breeze and rotting fish had been replaced by something far more pleasant. The smoky scent of a fish I thought I recognized.
Oh, wait, I see what you're talking about. Before we
Murphy,
deal with that.
the Devil's Rock Devil's up to his old tricks again.
Oh no, what's he done this time?
I heard that he's committed arson of the Spirit Queen riverboat, practiced black magic, vandalized one of the cemetery's crypts, cavorted with rum runners, provoked public disorder at the puppet theater, operated a lighthouse without proper training, fired antique military artillery, swum outside of the designated recreational beaches. Know anything about it?
Nope.
Can't say that I do.
Have
The Devil's
no
Rock
idea.
Devil continues to elude us.
The Devil's Rock Devil.
Yes?
Hi. How's the Devil's Rock Devil investigation going?
I've made progress.
You think you know who it is?
No, progress with my marketing campaign.
Oh.
I've written a jingle.
Oh dear.
Across the aisle, from
God.
shore to shore, those good of heart spy misdeeds in store. A shadow looms where he dares revel, the dastardly devious Devil's Rock Devil.
That's actually really
I
catchy.
think I better be going.
Stay sharp, Murphy.
I will do. What about this? Can I use this on you?
Can I take a look in the filing cabinets?
Sorry, McAllen. Employees only. And we're a one-woman operation here these days.
I'm trying to track a burial down, and I think the date might match up with an old edition of the newspaper.
I hear you. Why don't you write up your request and lodge it with our archival department?
Where's the archival department?
In any trash can you can find.
Oh. Okay then, never mind, I guess.
Hello again, Mac.
Hello.
I hope you don't mind, but you left your fish hanging there. No sense in letting a fish that size go to waste. I've started cooking it up. It'll be the tastiest fish this side of the Mississippi. We can tuck in as soon as it's cooked.
I tried to hide the realization growing on my face.
Oh.
Mouthful of taxidermy stuff and chipped teeth from the iron horseshoe hidden inside
Oh.
wouldn't be the culinary sensation Ned was after. Sounds great, Ned.
Yeah, sounds
The
real
fish
great.
was far too hot to pick up, and I was sure Ned wouldn't have wanted me to extinguish his grill.
No.
Good evening, Ned.
Hello again, Mac.
It's been a while since we've talked with you.
Ned, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not sure that fish is edible.
Nah, Mac. Don't be so modest.
No, really, I think there's something inside the fish that shouldn't be there.
You almost had me there, Mac.
Ned was a nice guy, seemingly too nice to believe what I'd stowed in that fish. How's the grilled pancoza coming along?
Sizzling up nicely. I have to keep checking it every few minutes. Make sure the fire isn't too hot.
Oh,
Make sure
this
the skin
is
doesn't get too
this
charred.
is bad.
But don't worry, I'll let you know as soon as we're ready to eat.
Catch you later, Ned.
See you around, Mac.
I'm so sorry. Bellows.
If Ned wanted to wait until the fish was cooked to tuck in, it was time to turn up the heat.
Sure thing. Oh boy, this is gonna go bad. Oh! Oh!
Whoa! We don't want you overdone, little fishy. Time to cut you open. Ready for a taste sensation, Mac?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Hand me back that knife, would you?
Sure. I can't help but laugh.
That's strange. There's something in here. The horseshoe.
How did that get in there?
Mac, I think your fish is stuffed.
Well, knock me over with a herring. I'm shocked. Does this mean my record doesn't count?
I hate to break it to you.
Did I hear what I think I heard? Out of the way, Buster.
Evelyn, what took you so long?
The record-breaking Pancosa was stuffed. The new record was a sham. Murphy, what have you got to say for yourself?
You've caught me red-handed. Well, I don't mean to be coy with you, but this cuts me to the soul. I only entered for the halibut. I can't believe I'm herring this right. I'm cracking up. I'm floundering. I'm carping
Jesus,
on and on. I need to clear my head, but let me know if you need anything else from me.
I think you've got more of a future in the funny pages than serious journalism, Murphy. Kipps, have you got time for an interview with the Juniper Parish Gazette?
Evelyn homed in on Ned like a dog with a bone and no sense of personal boundaries.
She has her camera, but we can actually use this on the filing cabinets.
Using the date from the death certificate, I began to search through the newspaper's archives. And then, I found it. In the bottom corner of the newspaper was a small announcement showing that the person buried on that date was named Eleanor Hines. I ripped out the announcement and replaced the newspaper. It was the obituary I'd ripped from the newspaper giving the burial date of someone named Eleanor Hines.
Notice of burial. It is hereby declared that the burial of Eleanor Hines took place on the day of our Lord, March the 31st, 1898, witnessed by Mr. Cecil Belmore at St. Juniper's Church. Hello!
McAllen, I told you can't go back there.
Whoops, look at the time. I've really got to be going.
Yep. Bye-bye. We are just getting into... We're
I had a
making
name to go
mess
along with the death certificate.
Of everything.
Now it was time to find out where they were buried.
St. Juniper's, after all.
I began searching the graves for the name in the clipping. Eleanor Hines. Aha! I discovered a small headstone at the center of the cemetery, partially covered in moss and lacking any date whatsoever. So this was where Eleanor Hines had been buried. Except, now that I was looking at it etched in large letters, I began to realize something.
What's
the name
that?
was an anagram.
Oh.
Here lies no one? And if a person wasn't buried here, what was?
Something else.
To say digging up a grave felt eerie would be an understatement. But if something was down there, I needed to find out what it was.
Yep. Oh, I feel like
took
we're
out the
definitely
shovel
getting close to the end of
began
this.
to dig.
Edgar's not going to be happy with us.
Eventually, I found something.
A chest.
Not a coffin, but instead, a battered old chest.
Ah.
I opened the chest I dug up from the grave and found two things of interest. A round glass lens and an engraving in the lid of the chest. The engraving read, "The Tale of the Mermaid." I picked up the glass lens.
Okay. Wait a minute.
It was a small glass lens I dug up in the cemetery.
Wait a minute.
Found alongside the inscription, "The Tale of the Mermaid."
I think I know where we use this. So... Yep, so I think I know exactly where we use this. So... we head back up to the cupola. We use it on the telescope.
The small lens fit perfectly on the end of the telescope. I immediately looked through it to see what it would reveal.
What do we got?
I spy with my little eye the next clue.
Ah. I see. Ooh.
Perhaps there was something important about the weather vane, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was.
Not this weather vane. This isn't the weather vane that we're wanting to look at, because it said Tale of the Mermaid. It's the mermaid weather vane that we're trying to look at, which is right here. Ooh, come on.
The Tale of the Mermaid. This
Yep.
must have been the location described in the chest's inscription. But looking through the gap in the weather vane, all I could see was darkness. With no easy path to it, I couldn't justify risking my life trekking through overgrown wilderness and the alligator-infested bayou
Yeah,
unless
right
I was
there.
sure something was there. I needed some way to light up the bayou.
We're gonna have to use the lighthouse, I think. But also, I noticed this last time. There's a drain pipe here, but are we able to use a firework
The
on the drain
firework
pipe?
dropped snugly into the drain pipe.
Yes.
If it needed a launch tube to fire, this was the closest I was going to get.
So, either we use the lighthouse or do we use this?
I took a match out of the matchbook, dragged it against the striker, and lit the firework.
I'm assuming we're gonna use this.
Illuminated by the glow of the fireworks, I
Aha!
could see something through the mermaid weather vane. It looked like a wishing well.
Which is right there. So now we can go here.
My route to the well had me clambering over fallen tupelo trees and trudging through knee-deep water, lit only by moonlight and accompanied only by the overly curious critters of the bayou. But eventually, I found it.
Ooh. Ooh, swamp.
The swamp water was murky and dark. I wasn't going to find anything of interest in there.
But we can put the swamp water into our bottle. That's an idea. Now we got a
It was
bottle.
a soda bottle I'd filled up with water.
Swamp water.
I looked down the well. I couldn't see the bottom. Perhaps the darkness concealed the next step of my treasure hunt, if I could find a way down into it. The rope looked like it could bear my weight, if only I could lower it into the well first.
There's a pulley here.
I wanted to turn the pulley, but realized the handle was missing. Without a handle, I wasn't going to get the leverage to turn it.
But we do have a handle that we can use here.
The crank slid into the gear mechanism perfectly.
And now we can go down.
I'd heard of throwing a coin down a well to make a wish, but never of throwing yourself down. I just had to hope a 30-year-old rope could still hold my weight.
Maybe? I don't... Oh, that doesn't sound great. Oh no, that's not good. Oh! Let's hope we didn't fall down too
With some luck, I
far.
found I'd landed on a metal platform jutting out into the hollow of the well. Clearly, I wasn't the first person to come down here, although the previous visitor might have arrived here more gracefully. I picked up the rope and the spindle it was attached to.
This has been a really fun adventure. I've been really enjoying this game. Awesome job,
Unless I
Inklingwood
planned on jumping even
Studios.
further down into the well, the alcove looked like the only route out. But as I ran my hands over the bumps in the darkness, I couldn't find anything but cold, wet stone. If there was something there, I'd need some illumination to find it.
Okay.
That didn't work.
So... I think so... There's a broken so let's see. You on...
Knowing how flammable the grease-soaked cotton would be, I wrapped it around the spindle to form a rudimentary torch.
And then we could use the matchbook on that. And we have a makeshift torch.
I took the final match out of the matchbook, careful not to drop it onto the wet floor, and ignited the torch.
Just like
The torch
that.
burned brightly, dancing light into the formerly dark alcove. And that's when I saw it. Hidden within the rock face was a small metal box with a button on it.
Let's press the button. No time like the
I pressed
present.
the button and immediately heard the sound of sparking electricity, seemingly coming from
The
within the rocks
lab.
themselves. And then...
The secret laboratory. Oh. Oh no.
The passageway meandered like a labyrinth through the underground rock. With each step, I felt more and more lost, and ready to turn back. Then up ahead, I saw a glimmer of light.
We're just gonna walk. We're not gonna run, because I don't... Okay, now we can run.
The top of the stairs appeared to be a dead end, but the wooden board blocking my way and the muffled sounds of electricity suggested there was more to this passageway than met the eye. I placed my hands on the obstruction and pushed.
Ooh.
I emerged into a dimly lit office that seemed to have been taken over by frighteningly active machinery, and from the familiar groaning of wood, I realized where I was.
Yep, we're in the mill.
Despite my efforts, I couldn't find a way to open the bookcase passage from this side. Horror novels had told me that one of the shelved books might be a secret lever, but if there was one, I couldn't find it. The scrawls looked like the writings of a madman. I could identify words in Latin and strange occult symbols, but pieced together, they looked like they'd only have meaning to their author.
Yeah, I think we are in the mill.
The door was locked, even on this side, but I knew it must have led to the main room of the mill.
And this is Cecil.
I didn't want to interfere with the skeleton any more than I had to. I solved your treasure hunt, Cecil. I hope you don't mind me taking this as my reward.
Let's hope not. Oh, hello again,
Murphy
Rackham.
McCullen, you will pay for your insolence.
I have the third key now, Rackham. The treasure doesn't belong to you. I will get to the Belmore treasure before you.
Do you think this is a game, Murphy McCullen?
No.
You are toying with things beyond your understanding.
I think you're just nervous that I'm closer to finding the treasure than you are.
I will not be defeated by a mere mortal. Even if you claim the treasure, I will haunt you to the ends of the earth. There will be no escape from the terror and misery I will bring down upon you. Each time you sleep, I will turn your every dream into an unending nightmare.
I don't
I've
think so.
survived your attempts to kill me twice now, Rackham. Maybe you're not as powerful as you think you are.
Even with the 3 keys, do you really think you can beat me to the treasure, Murphy? You are a mortal. I am an all-powerful spirit. I have looked upon the face of death, and still I remain here. Now it's time for you to look upon death, too.
I don't
Just
think
as
so.
Cecil Belmore's blood poured from his body, so shall yours.
Oh, God. What do you have planned this time? Oh! Oh!
Rackham's telekinetic powers had dropped me onto the mill's conveyor belt. My wrists and ankles now tied with the same wire that was strewn about the mill. But at least the buzzsaw wasn't on.
Don't say that. Murphy!
And then it got even worse. With inches to spare, the belt snagged on the warping wooden frame and gave me a chance of escape. Acutely aware that it could catch again any moment and send me hurtling into the spinning blade. No matter how hard I pulled, I couldn't snap it. I considered touching the spinning blade. With my hands and feet bound, I couldn't reach my belongings. Carefully, I held the wire wrapped around my wrists against the spinning blade. It cut through them like butter.
There we go.
Just like it would do to me if I couldn't get my ankles free.
Scissors?
With
Oh,
seconds
God.
left,
Oh,
I hacked
God.
into the wires with the scissors and just managed to cut through them.
Oh,
With my
God.
legs free, I swung myself off the conveyor belt. I'd survived being cut in half, and now I had Cecil's key. That was it. All 3 skeleton keys.
Oh, God.
Now it's time to open the vault.
Yeah. Oh. Jesus Christ. That could have gone either...
Murphy, the Devil's Rock Devil has returned.
What do you mean?
What's he done now?
What?
I heard that he's dug up graves, launched fireworks without a permit, operated a buzzsaw without safety equipment.
That wasn't
know
my
anything
fault.
about it?
That wasn't me. The Devil's Rock Devil
Can't
go on
say
a
that
crime
I do.
spree.
Keep your eyes open.
Do we have
Evelyn seemed busy, and I didn't have anything else to ask her.
Okay. Well, I think now we have something to do. It's the final thing. So,
I placed the first key into the
the
mantelpiece.
final thing I think we have to do.
I didn't need...
No. So, you in the middle.
I placed the second key into the mantelpiece.
And then you.
I placed the third key into the mantelpiece
end.
and immediately heard a click.
Here we go. Keys are turning. I love the anime. I love how there's little bits of animation in this game.
I didn't know what exactly I was going to discover beneath the house, but it was time to find out.
Yep.
I wouldn't go down there if I were you.
This
Why
is
is
the only
that?
way to save everyone in the house. I need to see what's down there.
A cry for help will make no sound.
Rackham.
With secrets deep below the ground, dare he walk into the black. For once he's in, he won't come back.
Part 4, the Coffin Stone. That was a long... That was long. That was really long. But we are at the end here.
The staircase coiled down and down beneath the house, carved out of the very rock the house sat on. Lit only by flickering lanterns, I worked my way towards the green glow beckoning me at the end of the tunnel.
And here we are.
Finally passing through the frame of a large metal door and into the Belmore Vault.
So, if you may or may not have noticed, something about the last episode is that it was kind of cut off abruptly. And that, as some previous episodes with this series, this playthrough I've been doing, I specifically did that because I kind of combined part 4 and 5, combined the times, and made them their own separate videos, specifically specifically because the original episode for part 4 would have been 3 hours long, even with editing. So ultimately, I don't know how long each of the episodes will be until I've gone through the editing process as I'm recording this. So we'll have to see how that is. But both of these videos will be going out on the same day. So both this video and the previous one will be going out on the same day. So, but we're back with Foolish Mortals. This is the final chapter of the game. So we're getting closer and closer to the end. But there's the treasure coffin.
The treasure coffin. The same one the Belmore brothers traded for in the Caribbean. And that meant I had a pretty good guess what was inside, if I could find a way to reach it.
That is, if we can reach it. It looks like there's a crane and a spot for a wheel.
There didn't appear to be a way to operate the crane.
Yeah, there's a spot for something. So let's go on down here. Oh, spirit water. And there's the hand wheel. Wait, there's spirit water. We can bottle it up.
I emptied the bottle and filled it with spirit water.
Yes, please. There we go. Hey, an achievement. Bottled it. Fill the bottle from every source. Nice. Let's also get the hand wheel.
I reached down to the hand wheel and pulled it from the glowing water. Careful not to splash any on myself.
No, we definitely don't want to splash on ourselves, because that might be bad.
It was a metal wheel for turning some kind of machinery.
Yes.
It was a soda bottle that I'd filled up with eerie green water from the vault.
So let's put the wheel onto the crane. Come on, please go a little bit faster.
The hand wheel slotted perfectly onto the axle of the crane.
Perfect. Ooh, I think we dropped it off. Yep, we dropped it off. Perfect. So there's a hook.
The hook hung out of reach.
Huh, that makes me think we're gonna have to use it at some point. The treasure coffin. I'm so sorry for coughing. I've been coughing a lot lately. As of yesterday, I've been coughing a lot.
As I peered into the coffin, I saw for the first time the cursed artifact that had caused all of this.
The coffin stone.
Its surface is black as brimstone, each crack faceted like an emerald. Simultaneously beautiful and terrifying.
Yes.
I couldn't remove the nails with my bare hands.
Ah, pliers then.
One by one, I pried the old nails.
Okay, I do apologize for that. The game decided to crash on me, which is always so fun. So let's see if it'll do it again.
One by one, I pried the old nails from the coffin.
Okay, it's fine now. That was so unnecessary, game.
It was a handful of crooked nails I had pried from the treasure coffin.
Coffin stone, we'll take it.
And so the elusive artifact is found.
Yes.
Rackham, you've lost. I found the coffin stone before you. Your plan has failed.
Congratulations, Murphy McCallan. But now I think it's time you hand it over to me.
I'll never give it to you.
Give it to me, or die.
You've attempted to kill me 3 times now, and every time you've failed. You don't scare me anymore.
Yes. How convenient that you managed to escape 3 times.
What do you mean?
Such failure on my part would be terribly embarrassing. It's almost as though it was planned that way.
Planned?
Could perhaps the perpetual threat of an evil phantom have motivated you to quicken your pace in finding the coffin stone?
I see.
Without a demonstration of the threat, you might well have walked away. But you did exactly as I wanted. My powers outside this house may have been constrained to mere projections, and yet everything I needed was accomplished by you.
You wanted me to find the stone?
We fell
Now
into the
foolish
trap.
mortal understands. And just as you hold something valuable to me, I hold something that is valuable to you.
Abigail, are you okay?
I'm afraid she's very much under my spell again, McCallum. And for the final time, too. A final struggle to escape the spell. All that energy she spent to warn you, wasted on someone as worthless as you. Now, because of it, she's trapped forever.
I'll save her.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
I'll use the coffin stone to save her.
You know nothing about the stone, McCallan. Do you even know how to use its powers?
I know enough to not let you have it.
Let me tell you the final piece of the puzzle.
Oh.
The Belmore treasure will belong to me. For years, I have studied and mastered powers beyond anything you could know. I deserve that stone. But as you've come to learn, Murphy McCallan, this magical artifact has one important rule. It will only work for its rightful owner. It cannot be stolen.
Really?
It can only be bought or traded or inherited. I knew the Belmores would never sell or trade it to me of their own volition. But if I were to marry Abigail, all our worldly goods would become
your own
one
right.
another's. If she inherited the entire Belmore estate.
Which she did.
Perhaps I underestimated her infatuation with that sailor. The need to look into the eyes of her true love as she vows I do. But tonight, it's time to perform the wedding again. And if she needs to gaze into her true love's eyes to go through with it, this time I will make that happen. Don't you remember yet, Murphy? Only you could be lured to the island. Only you could summon the spirits of the house. Only you heard the call of the treasure within. You've been here before.
What?
Walking through the port town of Deadnettle, I could sense its history in every stone, brick, and plank.
Wait, what?
I know what your mind sees when your eyelids close. Tell me, Murphy, what do you dream of?
This is not what I expected.
I've been dreaming about this treasure since I first read about it. It's like it's calling for me to find it.
It's like it can infect your dreams.
The hints were all there.
Even without lights on, it felt like something inside the house was calling me, or warning me.
I suppose fate will always bring two soulmates together, even when they least expect it.
It's very rare for someone to come back from the other side. It can happen.
What?
Hey, Murphy, this ghost story, now it's your story too.
You came back.
You were the sailor, Murphy McCallan. Welcome home.
Oh my god.
I felt like I was falling through every memory of my life. And then every memory of the life I once lived, the realization crystallizing in my mind like a flash of lightning. I was the sailor. I remembered everything. An entire relationship coursing through my mind in seconds. The tragic way it ended. But I'd come back for her.
Holy
Abigail, you don't have to marry me.
crap.
I remember. I loved you. I still love you.
It's too late, McCallum. She's my bride to be now.
She broke free of the spell the last time you tried to make her say I do. She'll do do it again. It's me she wants to marry.
You're right about that. This time, it'll be your eyes she sees before her. I promised you death, Murphy, and I intend to deliver. For 33 years, I was trapped in this house. Now you'll be trapped here for eternity.
This is not the twist I was expecting.
Such a feeble vessel. But I'll have to make do.
Holy shit.
Do excuse me, Mr. McCallan. I have a wedding I'm running frightfully late for, and I'd just die if I missed it.
Now everything makes, all the comments
That's
make
how I
so much
died.
more
My
sense.
body torn from its spirit, and then possessed by Rackham for his evil ends. All those times I'd read about the ghosts of Belmore Manor, and now I was one of them. But just like those ghosts, death wouldn't be the end for me.
And we're locked down here. Great.
If I could escape the vault. Looking back into the treasure coffin, I found it now contained all the items I'd collected on my adventure.
Everything.
I gathered up all the belongings I'd been carrying. Rackham might not see their purpose, but if they'd helped me out once, they might be useful again.
Yep. So, damn. Alright, we're now a ghost. We are the sailor. We came back from the dead. Reincarnation is exactly what happened.
I tried with all my might to open the vault door, but with no luck. It had been locked from the other side. Holding the door in place was a pair of metal hinges that each looked like they'd begun to fracture, but pulling at them with my fingers would do nothing.
Oh, wait.
I may not have been able to get through the vault door with brute force, but I could certainly make an impact on its hinges.
Yes, we can. Because that'll actually help. And I was saying we need to use the hook, so rope on the hook.
I'd once won a wooden whistle in a lasso game at the county fair. Now it was time to play the game with a little more on the line.
And we use the hook on the handle, because then we can actually pull the door off. Oh, this is exciting. I'm really liking this.
I attached the heavy metal hook to the handle on the door. Well, I hope that holds.
Let's go use the hand wheel. Oh! And there it goes.
The vault door went crashing into the spirit water below, and in doing so gave me my escape route.
Escape
no time
plan.
to lose. I needed to get to the ballroom.
We are gathered here today to join Abigail Belmore and Murphy McCallan in holy matrimony.
Rackham's plan was taking shape. At the far end of the ballroom, Father Foskett was delivering the rites that would wed Abigail to Rackham, even if he possessed my body to do it. I needed to stop the wedding, and I didn't have much time left at all. In a flash of inspiration, a plan came into my mind. The summoning spell revealed that which is hidden within. Maybe it could reveal the evil spirit that was hidden within my mortal body, if I could find all the ingredients. I placed the coffin nails into the gree-gree. I placed the feather duster in the gree-gree. That would work as black feathers.
Yep. So what were the ingredients again?
It was a manuscript.
It's chalk, feathers, gunpowder, silver coin.
I didn't need to blow on that. I needed to think of something else. I didn't have all the spell ingredients in the gree-gree. Yet.
Okay, so we're gonna have to come back then, I think. Hello. Ah, Elaine.
Good evening, Mrs. Craddock.
It is certainly not a good evening. The kittens aren't prepared, the flower arrangements are a shambles, and they've changed the schedule 3 times already.
The schedule?
Right behind me in black and white. And am I even permitted to see the wedding? Of course not.
In case any guests arrive late. Through a door we're supernaturally barred from passing through.
I almost daren't say it, but I'm on the verge of resigning my duties. I'm the head of housekeeping. I deserve respect.
I need to stop the wedding.
You shall do no such thing. I've put a lot of work into this event, and I won't have an off-the-street gutter snipe like you interrupting it. I'm barely hanging on as it is.
What did you say was on the chalkboard?
As I said, this is the schedule of tonight's events. I've spent the past 40 minutes writing that up, with all the calligraphic flair my teachers taught me in preparatory school. And now I'm hearing rumors that the schedule is going to change. No self-respecting housekeeper should have to deal with so much in such a short period. One more change, and I shall be handing in my notice.
Goodbye, Mrs. Craddock.
Goodbye, indeed.
Is there anybody? No. So, okay. So you. Let's see. Wedding schedule. Here you go.
Noticing the similarity between Mrs. Craddock's chalk artistry and the wedding schedule, it was time to ask some questions. Are the times on your chalkboard correct?
Excuse me. Whatever do you mean?
Well, it's just that I was given this
I'm getting
other
an
schedule,
idea.
and the times are very different from yours. Maybe things have been shuffled around?
No, this can't be. How am I expected to work under these conditions? A wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event. If they keep reconsidering every decision, I can't be expected to keep up with it.
Yep, definitely different. This looks like it'll take ages to fix.
That's it! They're already at the altar. I shall be taking my leave.
Oh!
Somebody else can hand out the vol-au-vents.
With the noise and waddling motion of a cranky goose, Mrs. Craddock strode across the grand hall, through a doorway, and out of sight.
And she is gone. So now we can actually use this on
like
the
a guilty
chalkboard,
schoolchild held back after class, I rubbed down the chalkboard.
which gives us the chalk for our for the gree-gree.
And came away with the flag covered in chalk dust.
Exactly what we need.
It was the cotton flag that the ferryman Crab had given me, now covered in chalk dust.
So let's put that in
Place
the
the chalk dust covered flag into the gree-gree.
Let's see. I hope we're not really in a rush to do anything. Ooh, it is spooky outside. Oh, well, that's been boarded up.
I didn't have the time or tools to remove the wooden planks.
Oh, we can take the ear trumpet, though.
I picked up the horn. Abigail had no need for it anymore.
No. But we can, if I think is correct, here. Yep, Colonel Bloom is still in here. We can actually hand him the ear trumpet. Also, that fire is green.
Would you like your ear trumpet back?
It's no use. I can't hear a blasted thing you say. I wish I had my ear trumpet back.
I'll take that as a yes.
Oh, thank you, my boy. I suppose now that Foskett's not here, I can enjoy a little peace again.
Why aren't you at the ceremony?
The ceremony?
I think everybody's gone through to the ballroom for the wedding.
Well, I didn't hear an announcement.
I wondered why. Good evening, Colonel. I need to stop the wedding.
An objection? Oh, how exciting. I objected at a wedding once. The unfortunate part was that I was the groom.
Oh.
Do excuse me. I'll be back.
I'll drink to that.
Well,
Would you like me to top off your drink?
Oh, yes, my boy. Good plan. I meant to save it for the toast, but who can blame a man when such temptation is right in front of him?
It was a bulbous glass half filled with rum. I suppose that observation made me an optimist.
Yep, which we have to put into the gree-gree.
I poured the rum from the Colonel's glass into the gree-gree.
Let's head to the balcony. It's the dead version of us.
It was a strange feeling, staring at a decaying skeletal body that, once upon a time, used to be me.
Yeah, that is, that definitely is. So, take a photo of that.
Knowing the skeleton belonged to a former version of myself, I didn't feel quite as uneasy taking a piece of it.
Oh. Well, there we go. Let's see. So, finger bone in the gree-gree.
I placed the skeletal finger in the gree-gree. That would work as the bone fragment.
Yep. So we are recollecting all the ingredients. Oh wait, nope, gotta go back. So this way, down into the cellar, because what we need, we also need gunpowder. But there were fireworks down here from what I remember. So, aha, yep.
Knowing the explosive contained gunpowder, I placed the firework into the gree-gree.
So now, I'm trying to think other places we need to go. Okay, he's no longer here.
Walking back into the conservatory, I could hear the unnerving hum of electricity. The outer casing of the automaton had been removed.
Yeah.
Clearly, Rupert was undertaking some maintenance on it.
I'm gonna assume we use this on that.
The danger sign dangling from the automaton warned of electrocution. Now it wasn't just.
But we're dead, so it doesn't matter.
It was the statuary too. Being dead already, I decided to take the risk.
So it's not really a problem for us. The coin. Thank you, the silver coin.
I took the engraved coin from the automaton's now open hand.
So now we got the coin.
Being made of silver, the engraved coin was just right for going into the gree-gree. That was the final ingredient. Now I just needed one more thing, an image of the focus. And this time, the focus was going to be me.
Which we have.
I remembered the photograph of me that had been taken earlier that night, still privately tucked away inside the captain's license. I folded it up and placed it inside the gree-gree, knowing that it would work perfectly to direct the spell towards its focus, my own body. So the spell was ready. Now it was time to confront Rackham.
Make an objection. Hey, Wedding Crasher.
If anyone can show just cause why these two may not lawfully be wed, speak now or forever hold your peace.
She doesn't love him.
You meddlesome fool!
I am her groom. I will marry her.
No, you
Rackham has
won't.
been using dark magic. Bride is under a love spell, and he's possessed my body for this wedding.
Your claims are the ravings of a madman. Vosket, resume the ceremony at once.
No.
Yes. Then, by the power vested in me...
You've underestimated me for the last time, Rackham. If you won't return to me what is mine, I have the power to take it. Within the focus what may hide, this spell will soon reveal.
I now declare you...
Nope. No, you don't.
husband and wife.
Murphy, I'm back. We're married.
No! No!
You may now kiss
I'm
the
assuming we're
bride.
gonna have to pick up the coffin stone. Oh!
You fool! You've destroyed everything!
Screw you.
I've saved everything, including the one I love. But there is one thing that needs to be destroyed, Rackham, and that's you.
Yep.
Murphy, now that we're married, the power of the stone is yours too.
And for once, it'll be used for good.
No.
Rackham, be gone.
No!
I knew you'd do it, Murphy.
There we
Do
go.
you remember now?
I can't believe I ever forgot you.
I knew you'd come back. Even if just for a final goodbye.
Goodbye. Why goodbye?
Oh.
The spell is broken. The ghosts of the house are able to move on.
The house
And as
is
I looked around us,
no longer
I
going to
saw
be haunted.
each ghost in the audience fading away as they passed over to the spirit realm, each with a grateful smile. With the heartbreaking realization, I knew Abigail would be next.
Oh.
Murphy, I think I have to go with them now.
I can't lose you again, Abigail.
It was worth it to see you one last time. You freed me. Thank you, Murphy, for everything.
No, I won't let this be the end. The
Coffin
coffin
stone.
stone glowed green with the stolen years of Rackham's life. For once in a lifetime of evil, Rackham could do something good.
Exactly.
The coffin stone captures a person's remaining years, and now it holds Rackham's. Abigail, I give them to you.
Oh, this game's gonna make me cry. Oh, that's bright. We gave her life. Once more.
You're back.
Just like you came back for me. Nothing could keep us apart. Not even death.
No.
3 years without you. I never thought I'd be able to hold you again.
33 years stuck in this house. Come on, Murphy. Let's go see the sunrise.
Oh.
So how does it feel being a treasure hunter?
It would have been easier if I'd remembered what the treasure was this whole time. All those dreams I had of a treasure calling out to me from this house. It wasn't $13 million. It wasn't even the coffin stone. It was you. You were the treasure.
And you found me.
Why did nobody tell me who I was from the beginning?
You couldn't just be told you're in love with someone you don't recognize. You needed to remember it yourself. I knew it would happen eventually.
Why did nobody living recognize me?
Rackham had all kinds of powers I'm not sure we'll ever understand. For years, he'd been trying to erase all memories of you. His plan relied on it. To everyone else, you became just a blur. How could anyone really make the leap to realize you're a reincarnation from 30-something years ago? You didn't even know it yourself.
How did I come back from the spirit realm?
Don't you remember?
No, I remember the moment I died, and then the earliest memories of this new life I've been living, but nothing in between.
Madame Planchette told me that spirits can come back if their ties to the mortal realm remain strong enough. But even she doesn't know more than that. Who knows if we'll ever find out?
What happened to all the ghosts in the house?
They'll all have crossed over now. So many years of life destroyed by Rackham's deeds, and he didn't even need the coffin stone to do it. The spirits no longer have much to keep them here in the mortal realm anymore. They'll be happier that way, and we all end up there eventually.
In some cases, we come back. What happened to Rackham?
I don't know, but I hope his spirit was destroyed. I'd hate to think it's moved on to the spirit realm. All I do know is that we don't have to worry about him here anymore.
What are we going to do with the coffin stone?
It stayed safe in the vault for over 30 years. For now, perhaps that's where we should return it to. I think it's our duty now to watch over it, to make sure it never falls into evil hands.
Again.
Yeah, again.
So, this is the end of our adventure.
This is only the beginning, Murphy. It took a bit longer than we expected, but we're married now, after all these years.
The rest of our lives are ours again.
Till death do us part.
And even longer than that.
Oh. Oh, this game was perfect. I love this. Oh, this was such a fun game. Oh. Amazing job from David and Sophie Younger. Y'all did an amazing job at creating this game. Congratulations. I am really impressed with what y'all were able to pull off with this. This was perfect. Thank you for making a game like this. 'Cause it... You know, the music has been beautiful and haunting, yet almost very fantastical as well. I love the art style in this, and the hand-drawn, you know, environments and backgrounds. I love the overall story of, you know, Murphy McCallan coming to Devil's Rock in search of a treasure, which he thinks is $13 million. But as the story progresses, you know, he learns that the story of Belmore Manor, the ghost story, is real. It's true. And honestly, I love that. And he learns that in the end, he is actually the reincarnated sailor that Abigail Belmore fell in love with. Just, I was not expecting that twist. I was really not expecting that. So, I'm glad I didn't watch anything on this game, because that took me by surprise. Awesome job. Like, ooh. There's... The music that's playing right now when it was that musical moment at the end of, or at the beginning of part 3, oh, that was, I loved that. Let me see if I'm, because I should be in the credits here as a Kickstarter backer. Which I'm so happy I did back this game. I'm gonna see if I pop up. I'll probably be under either the T's or the G's. It depends. I hope you all have enjoyed this as much as I have. I do apologize for how long it has taken to get these videos out. This month has been a real busy one. Okay, so it's gonna be under the T's, I think. Oh, nope, there I am, right there. Hey! Oh, I'm so happy I backed this game on Kickstarter when I did. And my physical, the physical rewards I wanted to get for this game should be, they're currently in transit. So I'm really excited to get those and put them on display in the house. Because I'm absolutely going to do that. Oh god, what else can I say about this game? The characters were, I love how everything in this game was completely voice acted. So there wasn't too much in terms of what I had to read. I don't have a problem with reading, but I do like how everything was literally voiced out. Sorry. The characters were actually quite interesting. There were a few that were quite interesting. Mallory, she was something. Especially, you know, I will say, characters that were definitely really interesting, the ghost characters. You know, I found myself chuckling several times throughout this game. The humor. I know I'm kind of going all over the place with this, but like the humor was on point. And I feel like sometimes humor can be difficult. Humor and comedy can be difficult to accomplish, but I think this game actually pulls it off really well and does it really well. I do wonder if there is anything in the post-credits. Oh, there is.
Now, where on earth has everybody gone?
Oh.
I do hope that boy gets back with the rum soon.
Oh. Oh, and I got an achievement. One last drink. Keep watching. Okay, he didn't disappear. Okay, then. But yeah, this was Foolish Mortals. This was awesome. I loved every moment of this game. Again, congratulations to David and Sophie Younger. Y'all did a brilliant job making this. I have to commend you on that. Like, I loved every moment and aspect of this game. I don't have really any complaints to say about this. My god, for a first game, this was impressive. I cannot wait to see what y'all decide to pull off next and decide to make next, if you do. But I will be there to support it 100%. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone's doing well today and staying safe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.